For decades, he's described himself as a democratic socialist, but with his new book, Sanders seems to be using capitalism to his benefit. CBS's Margaret Brennan sat down with him on Sunday to call him out on it. Here's that exchange.
But I have to ask you, you're going on tour to promote this book, It's Okay to Be Angry About Capitalism, and you're here talking about it. I understand we're not the bad guys you're describing in the book when it comes to media, but tickets for your tour apparently are selling for $95 on Ticketmaster, which is accused of anti-competitive behavior. You know that. Some of your Democrats are criticizing them. Aren't you benefiting yourself from this system that you're trying to dismantle?
First of all, those decisions are made totally by the publisher and the bookseller. I think there's one case where in one place here in Washington, Politics and Prose, an independent bookstore, charging some tickets. Most of them, I think, are $40, $50, and you get a book as well. So if you want to come, you're going to have to pay $40. I'll throw in the book for free. And we're doing a number of free events, but I don't make a nickel out of these things at all.
But you're okay doing business with Ticketmaster?
No, not particularly, but that's, again, I have nothing to do with that.
You okay doing business with Ticketmaster, who jacks their prices up like 10,000% what the actual tickets are supposed to cost? Bernie learning quickly that socialism doesn't work well when you want to sell things. Can't be handing out free books to everyone. We all know he's getting a cut of that. Joining me now to weigh in is director at MRC-TV, Eric Scheiner. Eric, I don't know who to be more worried for, Margaret Brennan getting fired for doing actual journalism or Bernie Sanders for getting exposed for being a hypocrite. What's your take?
Well, I think it's got to be like the people that actually buy Bernie's book. I mean, who sits there and goes, wow, I'm a liberal. I'm going to pay $100 to go see Bernie talk about how much he hates capitalism. And I'm going to buy his book, too. It's perfect. I love how Bernie in the interview tries to toss it off like, well, it's just this one event in D.C. Oh, but he has another event in Glendale, California. He has, he had an event in New York last night where people had to pay to go see him speak about his book. So it's not like it's this one-off event. It's because of the publisher. Well, why not self-publish, Bernie? Come on, you hate capitalism so much. Put your money in. Why don't you self-publish and just give the book out for free in public spaces? Maybe barter the book for some food or something. It's a joke. I'm sorry. I mean, I want to go listen to the guy who has 3 houses speak about how capitalism is so bad. I want to pay $100. I feel bad for the people that are going to pay the money to do this. Also coming up, a Zoom call, not in person, not an event at a theater, a Zoom call with Bernie about his book. That's like $40 a pop too, just to join in on the Zoom call.
Well, this idea that he's not making a nickel from any of this. He's going around doing these speaking tours and he's just not making a dime. It's pure charity. That just can't be the case, Eric. We all know BS when we see it.
My favorite is a quote from his book. They say the older you get, the more conservative you become. But that's not me. The older I get, the angrier I become about the uber capitalist system. He's so angry, he's going on a speaking tour about it where you can pay to listen to the guy with 3 houses complain about capitalism.
Well, and how it usually works with the books is the publisher, Bernie will become a bestseller because the publisher buys 10,000 copies of the book from themselves so that he can become a bestseller, and he gets the royalty distributions from that. So that's how the book can be free, so to speak. You know the game if you've been in the business.